Tantor Audio presents Rescue Me by Jaci Burton. Narrated by MacKenzie Cartwright. Chapter 1. I'm here to rescue you. Kyle Morgan was so intent on what he was doing, he thought the female voice above him was his sister Jenna, bugging him about coming in for lunch. I don't need rescuing right now. Get lost. Another turn of the wrench, and he might actually be able to get the blasted oil pan loosened. That's not what this paper says. Definitely not his sister's voice. Those weren't Jenna's legs either. But then he couldn't see much while lying in the dirt under the truck. He tilted his head sideways and saw red-painted toenails and slim, tanned ankles. Jenna wouldn't be caught dead in skimpy sandals like that. Definitely not his sister. He slid out from underneath the truck and squinted in the midday sun to see who thought he needed rescuing. All he could make out was a vague shadow attached to very shapely legs. Are you going to lie there and stare at me all day? Her voice was deep and sexy, like skinny dipping at midnight. Risky, forbidden, yet irresistibly appealing. He so didn't have time for this. But he was damn curious and needed a break anyway. So he grabbed his shirt off the hood of the old blue Chevy truck, wiping his hands and sweat-soaked dirty face. Blinking to clear the sunspots out of his eyes, Kyle got his first look at the woman attached to the voice. Stunning, was his first thought as he gazed at her beautiful face. Golden blonde hair hung in cascading waves over her shoulders and rested just above her full, high breasts. Eyes the color of amber ale stared levelly at him as she licked her lips nervously. Are you Kyle Morgan? I don't know. Am I? He seemed unable to think about anything except the vision standing in front of him. I guess I am. Great answer, dumbass. Sunstroke, obviously. Normally he had a freaking brain cell. Then, as I said before, I'm here to rescue you. A smile that could light up the entire state of Oklahoma graced her face as she held out her hand. I'm Sabrina Daniels. Kyle was dimly aware of her slim, warm hand in his as she shook it with fervor. Her skin was soft, like sliding his hand over silk sheets, making him wish he'd had a chance to wash the grime off his. Suddenly, the name sparked recognition. You're Sabrina Daniels? Shit. He sure hoped he heard that wrong. She nodded enthusiastically. Yes, I'm so glad to finally meet you, Kyle. So this was the woman who was going to spend the next 3 months at the Rockingham Ranch. 3 months, and he would have to work closely with her every day. He stifled a groan as his eyes washed over her cover model looks and centerfold body, trying not to lick his lips at the way the blue silk dress hugged her womanly curves. Surely this woman was punishment for something bad he'd done in the past. Maybe he should have asked for a picture first. She looked totally out of place and too damn distracting. Not good. I didn't expect you until tomorrow. Frankly, he didn't expect her to show up at all. Hoped she wouldn't show was more like it. I know. I arrived this morning and thought about grabbing a hotel and waiting until tomorrow, but I was so excited I decided to come out a day early. I didn't think you'd mind since we had an agreement and you were expecting me. You were expecting me, right? The woman waved her hands around as fast as she was talking. He was already getting a headache, and watching her
Sample complete. Ready to continue?